while I'm glad that it seems the newest House Republican plan moves closer in our direction, it's still not all the way there yet. We need a clean CR. Let us then finish the job and do the appropriations for the next fiscal year.
Congressman, I want to step back because I think sometimes it's really easy to get mired in the mechanics of how this type of thing gets done, the politics of it, all of which are important. Set the stakes for me. If Republicans in Congress do not allow this to be carried over the finish line.
Yeah, that's such an important point because I think sometimes this gets perceived as some sort of political game that just matters for folks in Washington, D.C. Nothing could be further from the truth. If there's a government shutdown, let's just look at past government shutdowns. According to the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office, every single previous government shutdown has cost taxpayers billions of dollars. We would have Defense Department officials, including our military, showing up for work every day, but not getting paid. You would have other federal employees in the same situation. You would see while Social Security checks, fortunately, would go out and Medicare would still continue, the reality is if you were new to apply for Medicare, and keep in mind we're in open enrollment right now, those applications would not be processed on time. So I can go down the line, each and every government agency that would be impacted. And what that means is ordinary Americans would also be impacted.
Speaking to this question of motivations, the momentum behind an impeachment inquiry against President Biden, it appears to have cooled under Speaker Johnson. The Washington Post reporting in a closed-door meeting with House GOP moderates, Johnson said there isn't enough evidence, and with Biden's weak poll numbers, it may not be as politically imperative. Feels a little bit, Congressman, like they are telling on themselves.
I laugh when he says there isn't enough evidence. There is no evidence. My favorite show in the 90s was Seinfeld. It was supposed to be a show about nothing. This would be the impeachment about nothing. Zero evidence, nothing there. It is only the extreme, hardcore MAGA right wing that is pushing this. And I'm glad that at least for the moment, the new speaker seems to be saying, just hold on, at least for now. I'm not confident that that posture will continue the further we get into 2024.
When you step back and you look at it in the aggregate, an investigation for which there is no actual evidence, the funding fight that we are watching unfold right now, do you think there's political backsplash on Republicans going into the 2024 elections?
I think everyone can see just how extreme House Republicans are. And the reality is it was that sort of extremism that really cost the Republican Party a 2022 midterm election in which they were supposed to do well. Historically speaking, they should have won at least 2 to 3 times the number of House seats they did. They failed to win the Senate, in fact, moved backwards. And we just saw another election this past Tuesday. From my state of Pennsylvania to Virginia to even red states like Kentucky and Ohio, Democrats won up and down the ballot, in part because they realized that this MAGA Republican Party is too extreme.